Halloween, or as I said I put on my Snapchat, someone told me to get a life, because I put, happy send your children to strangers' houses to collect buckets of poison and refined sugar. That's the root cause of all disease, including COVID. YouTube, don't fucking block me. Hold on, let me elaborate. The only reason I say that our lifestyle is the root of things like COVID is because we can fight it a lot better with our immune system. That's all I'm saying. Hello, Key. How are you? It's the main reason I'm going live, because Key put in my Discord. Join the fucking Discord, everyone. There, it's in the link in my about page and in the description of most of my videos. He just said, "Go live. I'll ask questions." I was like, "Okay." So here we are. Sugar naturally occurring in fruit only. Yeah, sugar's not bad, of course. It's just the refined sugar. So I've quit sugar for like a week, and then I just fucking pigged out on like a fat packet of granola. My teeth feel not good, and I don't know, I feel like better immediately, but long term you want to get off the refined sugars as quickly as possible. I just fucking heard some random lyric in a song of just letting go of control, and I was just like, oh yeah. Is that not just the root of all of my suffering? Just trying to control reality? Is it not? That's basically where it comes from. So yeah, I know you told me to go live, Key, but of course you're not obligated to remain in here. Just let me know if you're leaving. What are your thoughts on meat, if organic, locally sourced? Plant-based diets lack many essential nutrients. Main one, B12, but also vitamin A and K. Well, you can get B12 from sea moss. The only reason... No, sea kelp. The only reason I know that is from a Traumatic lyric. He goes, "You're eating poison, you need to seek help. I'm eating sea moss with some sea kelp. Where'd you think I get my B12? Oh gosh. That is a sick lyric. You need to seek help. I'm eating sea moss with some sea kelp. What the fuck? That's mad. So meat, if organically sourced, organically locally sourced. I need to turn a fucking light on. I think that, especially with many people who preach, "Oh, don't eat meat," and that, it's not literally eat meat. It's that the meat these days is just fucked and poison. Oh really? What says this? No B12 in sea kelp. That's interesting. Hello, G Block. So I think a lot of them preach it in terms of like just like it's all of our meat in the supermarkets is like fake and fucked. But yeah, overall, I don't think I have a problem with meat for nutrients. It's just you got to get like good organic, yeah, locally sourced. But I don't know if it's necessary. But meat is definitely like good. You can tell that your body wants it somewhat. But it depends. You got to get like top shelf. But I could understand how maybe it's somewhat. I don't know, I'm not like a nutrition expert, but all I know is more living food. Get away from the shit in the supermarkets. Key says, yeah, if it isn't locally sourced, factory farmed, supermarkets, and so on, is poison. Yeah. So who was it that told me chickens used to take 8 months to mature, but now they take 2 months, apparently? I get my nutrients from my Rustler's chicken sandwich. Fucking hell, Rustler's is... If you go to like a building site, everyone on the building site's got Rustler's burger, pot noodle, mugshot, pepperami, Red Bull, and if they're lucky enough to have a fucking microwave on a building site, maybe they got a ready meal. And the thing is about ready meals, yeah, me and my dad were eating ready meals back in the day when we first moved into this flat. And we had two just very separate, distinct ready meals, and we put them on the same plate, and we eat. And I ate from one, and then I ate from the other, and I realized both the ready meals taste fucking identical, basically, but they were completely separate meals. They both just taste like slime. So after I ate, I was basically starving myself for fucking ages. Kind of. I was just eating fruit for ages. And this is one of the main benefits from fasting. It's not only the actual benefits that you get from the fasting, but it's the contrast of when you return to your old diet. So the way I'm speaking now, I can feel my nose is all like there's like a wall, a pressure there. And it like because when some of my friends speak and I listen to them, they're like, it's like their faces all blocked up, and I could feel that in me now. Maybe it's the production of mucus, but it was after I ate like a shit ton of this. And it looks healthy, and this is something you got to watch out for, is the packets are so deceiving. And I let myself fall for the false packaging fairly often in many ways, because you go, well, at least it looks healthy on the packet, but obviously you're not eating the fucking packet, you're eating the product. So you can let yourself like have a cheat on healthier looking products, but it's just the packaging, and that they prey on you in that sense. It's quite evil and devilish the way that a lot of these places operate, like with the granola bars and the Eat Natural is a iconic brand. Eat Natural, and it's all green and shit, and Belvita. They look healthy on the surface, but when you eat it, especially if you're in high consciousness, so something I notice is I let myself fall for these traps if I'm sober. More. But if I'm like in some God consciousness on psychedelics, I go and eat it like normal. I'm like, do I really eat this and let myself fucking fall for it like that? It's a bit mad. So yeah, my face just feels all blocked up now after eating the granola. So that's a good reason to fast and sort your diet out, is because when you return to your old diet, you realize how much it was fucking you up. Because the people don't understand how much of a low vibration they kind of operate on a daily basis, because they don't have like an actual contrast. You get me? I might need to go to the shop. I don't really want to go to the shop, but I'll take you guys with me if that is the case. How are we anyway? How is everyone doing in the chat? What's going on? I wanna hear. I don't know who's actually in here right now. Maybe it's just Key. But yeah, I need to get a lot more serious about putting in work, about escaping the rat race. My granddad just called me. My granddad calls it the treadmill. Once you're on the treadmill, it's nearly impossible to get off. How long was you a wage slave for, Key? And how big of a task was escaping wage slavery for you? Oh my god, there's loads of comments. Fuck's sake, it didn't let me know that there was... Fuck's sake, I was literally waiting for people to comment. I scrolled down and there were loads. Okay. I get my eggs and steaks from local butchers. Veg and fruit from farm shop close to me. Never go to Tesco unless it's bottled water, lol. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. It's literally like... I only get my stuff right now from the co-op, and it's not good quality overall. And they'll hear me say that, and then I'll get sacked. But I just mean, obviously, it's good quality for the vast majority of people. But if you really prioritize like the pinnacle of health, like what a lot of people say is, because I put on my social media earlier the thing about Halloween, like how you just feed you raise children on processed and refined sugars. And my nan commented, well, you used to eat that stuff and you're still here. It's like, and people say this all the time. You're still here. Yes, I'm still here, but when it comes to self-actualization sort of shit, you're trying to reach like the pinnacle of your being. You're not just simply trying to remain alive. Okay, don't forget the pot noodles. Yeah. Key says, I do feel good after fruit, but I do from steak only if it's local farm. Tesco shit is disgusting. Big difference. Yeah, big difference, man. And you can see it even just on the images. You got to stay away from the process. Like, to be fair, just a fucking raw steak in a packet is processed from Tesco. It is. If it's like I say, if you don't just get it from, but there's many factors, and this goes into a deeper topic of there's like a what I would deem like a synthetic underlying thing that's like embedded in our ecosystem. So it's like the farmers probably use the cheapest water, maybe tap water, even from maybe the farm you get from Key. Even organic veg and stuff use organic pesticides. Um, and then maybe the farm is right next to like some main road that's always active, so maybe the animals are breathing in shit quality air. So a important distinction to make is, and a lot of people don't, I say this all the time, and I often find I have to repeat myself, is it depends on your threshold for health. It's not this is healthy and this is unhealthy. It's this is healthier and this is unhealthier. It's not binary. You get me? Um all right, let me hurry up and read your comments. G Block says granola is deceiving for sure. Loads of sugar as well. Yeah. I don't know how people fall for it though. You just gotta, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Today I had eggs. I had eggs earlier, organic eggs. Finally, because my body was literally. When you quit sugar, yeah, I was going into some mad fucking relapse shit. Your energy levels are fluctuating like fuck. I was sleeping so much. You all of a sudden you're really high energy, then you're really low. It's very strange. A plum, banana, blueberries, apples, a ribeye steak, broccoli. I have some broccoli. I have some days too. That's literally my diet. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. As long as it's like actual, like you get a variety of organic. That's the main flaw with the West is you have to hunt. Like earlier, like some days I have days where I focus on my health, like entire days where I'm like I'm doing breath work, I'm eating good, I'm getting the sun, and I spend like hours and I'm like not literally whole days, but I spend like a good hours just having a day off work because them 8 hour fucking 9 hour shifts sometimes more, especially when it gets to the toxic work environments, they're really not good for your health. We're not built to live the way that we do. I used to drink protein shakes for gym, but when I looked at the sugar and ingredients, I chucked that shit. Yeah, protein shakes are bad, bro. Heavy metals. There's a good video by Leo Gura about heavy metal detox. Um, I believe Leo Gura detoxed heavy metals and like all of his symptoms fucking disappeared immediately or some mad shit. 1 second. I'll be back 1 second. I'll hurry up. Key says, I was depressed daily, which gave me motivation to do whatever it takes to escape. That's when the work started. It's easy to well go into what you said, Key, about the depression. Yeah, it's a depression and pain can be used as fuel to escape your situation. That's what Andrew Tate says. It's like depression is a signal for you to do something about your shit existence, which I agree with for the most part. Isn't it mad that I'm paranoid? Yeah, what I just done, I was looking at that light as I was wondering if I could turn it off. That is my money situation. I'm literally wondering if I can turn that light off. to save money because of my fucking situation at the minute. That's because it's my fault. I got depressed and just like spent all of my money and lost everything like 3 times. Easy way to tell steak quality from butchers, says Key. The fat will be slightly yellow, which means grass fed. Supermarket shit. The fat is white, therefore they have been fed grains indoors. It's actually really deep when you think about like the environment that the animal is grown in. Like obviously it's gonna like if the animal itself is malnutritioned from sunlight and the right food, and obviously its mental health is correlated to its physical health and vice versa. Obviously if you get like when I was eating chicken on psychedelics ages ago, and I was thinking about like this deep concept that I know it sounds crazy, but do you ever think how like maybe the trauma and the actual past life of the animal that you're eating somehow has some like energy transfer? Don't like I don't think I'm crazy for thinking that, bro. If it's literally the flesh of a being, you know what I mean? Yeah, our body. G Block says, yeah, our bodies are defo addicted to whatever food we eat on the regular, both mental and physical. Yeah, it's just homeostasis, isn't it? Trying to keep you where you are. Hello, Dylan. Oh, I'm gonna be trapping. Yeah, Key, I'd like to. Right, so hold on. G Block. Don't know why, but some comments don't show up for me. Really? That's annoying. Uh, maybe you're on highlighted comments. Maybe there's like an option. I've been noticing right now. Right now, maybe not, because I just ate loads of shit. But especially after the fast sort of stuff on fruit, which I'm gonna double down on as soon as I sort my money situation out. I looked way better than I ever have. Right now is probably the best I've ever looked. It's hard to tell, I guess, on here, but especially my skin. And another factor, my friend, you boy, you boys still coming to mine this weekend or what? Yeah, well, I would love to. I feel like it's a favor on my end because I have no transport. Obviously, I'd be relying on likely Key. So if something's going down, I've been thinking about this so many days. So I hope it does go down. Yes, I would love to go around yours, Dylan. I'd love to meet you guys. Uh, yeah, I do hope it goes down. But yeah, so what my friend was saying, and this is an important point, is definitely don't trust everything that you think on a psychedelic. My friend has been meaning to quit smoking for super long, and he said, "Oh, I'm going to use this trip to quit smoking," which is something I used to do when I was younger and ignorant about the nature of psychedelics. Is I'm going to use this trip to do this and do that, like to quit this and to finally do this. Or it's good setting an intention, but I don't. It doesn't really. I don't know. It can work maybe, but he concluded that after he took the dose that that if he just focuses on his life purpose and that smoking doesn't matter because he thinks it's the Matrix and that smoking isn't actually bad for you. It was very silly, really. He's very strong about his views, and he often thinks he's very right all the time, like regardless of what other people think. Like, but yeah, he just somehow awoken to the fact that apparently smoking is not bad for you. But what the reason I was bringing this up is because everyone who comes into the co-op, I know when they're going to ask for cigarettes before they even ask because you can see it on their skin. You can like, bro, that granola fucked my nose up. Is that the only time I've ever had a stuffy nose? Is when I eat shit? Is that what that is? There's so many insights, man, from like changing your diet like that. Literally cut everything out but fruit, a lot of people, and then when you return to your diet, you don't realize how shit your state of being is until you have the contrast. Yeah, Key, what are you saying about this motive on this weekend? So I'm working Friday, I'm free Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm back to work Monday. You don't have to talk about it in this thing, but I've been meaning to ask you somewhat like, is it going down? Of course, like I don't expect you to, because apparently you were always already coming through these ends anyway. So if that's the case, I would super love to join you guys. Absolutely, I definitely want to meet you guys, but like I say, it's just transport's fucked for me at the minute. So it'd be a huge favor, but obviously I don't expect you to do that because it's such a journey. Unless obviously you're already coming down here. But yeah, yeah, Kia, I wanted to ask you as well. What you're like escaping wage slavery. For me, for many years now, this has been like such a grand vision. Just, I mean, you're still somewhat in wage slavery, right? You still do plumbing. You still earn a lot of money, but so I guess maybe we haven't even escaped it really, or you haven't escaped it properly. But the idea of becoming financially free within your life purpose is just absolutely mind blowing to me, and it maybe I just believe that I'm not capable. My granddad was calling me earlier saying I'm really smart, and he always tells me I'm really smart, and I somewhat know it because when I was younger, I used to do a lot of coding, just because I loved it on mainly like CMD and batch file, but I was sick at it, and I'll show you this game. I'm gonna load it up because it's such a cool game. Uh, Sam is getting trained, so when you finish the live, look at prices for train tickets to Hereford, and I'll pick both you and Sam up from there if I can. Come, just waiting on a job to pull off, then I will know. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not a plumber. I don't do the work anymore. I just manage it from my phone, so I do what I want every day, pretty much. Oh, that's fucking sick. Yeah, well, I mean, if that's the case with the trains and shit, like I say, my situation is not particularly grounded at the minute, so I have not even got any money to fucking spare at all. So, um, if you ain't coming down here, which by the sounds of it you ain't, then it's likely that it probably won't happen for me. But that's okay. I don't expect anything from anyone, of course. Like I said, it would be like if you was coming down here, then I'd understand. But if you're not, then. But I mean, I can try. So you're getting a train to Hertford. Okay, well yeah, maybe I'll try and have a look. Uh, but if you were to pay, Key, of course, I will have money eventually, and it's only if you want me there. I'm like I don't want to ask you, but I would obviously love to come. It's just shit my situation at the minute. I've not got money to spare to be fucking around really at all. Um, I've literally ran out of money today, like absolutely. In terms of I've got a few quid on the fucking electric. I spent my last fucking pounds in the shop. It's horrible, man. Um, but yeah, I have to ask. I'm like borrowing money off of family and stuff, so I'm not like telling you to lend me. But yeah, if you wanted if you want to be there and to get the train, then yeah, potentially. Um, I wasn't trying to subliminally imply that. I feel like I would have got to it eventually. There's brain fog as well with this shit, man. With the granola. You know, actually, food lowers your fucking IQ. Hamza was saying on his full mental health guide. Like, they give Western food to, like, tribal and indigenous sort of humans, and it literally makes them stupid. Do you guys know Geometry Dash? Yeah, I would love to meet you guys. Nah, don't worry about it. I'm your mate. Give me with no return. Stop being silly. Of course we want you there, bro. It'd be good. Nah, me and Kyle will sort your train ticket, mate. We got you. Bro, it's actually mad. You guys are sick. I feel like I've actually found real friends. I wish you were closer. But yeah, I mean, if it can be done, of course, I would be so down, 1,000,000%. That would be fucking awesome. I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, I mean, the I will the idea that I'm not going to pay anyone back, like, I don't care. I will literally eventually pay you back, even on my own, even if you say don't. It's just I'm like that. But at the minute, I literally can't. I'm not normally concerned or tight about money. It's just I just ruined my life recently, and now I'm just trying to get shit together. Even if I can't come due to work circumstances, I'll still sort your train out as you get to meet Dylan and Sam. They're taking a small dose of Liberty Caps too. I'll try though, 99% chance I'll come. Just can't say defo as don't want to let anyone down. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know, where is it? Headford, I better take a screenshot. I've barely even ever got a train in my life, so this will be so interesting. I've never got a plane. I've got a train once with my family when I was a kid. I've never been to a club, and I've never really been to a pub. Right, where is it? Hertfordshire. Is it? To Hereford. Okay. Because, yeah, that's madness. That's a madness. Yeah, I mean, I definitely... But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see how it plays out. Just let me know. I feel like I could do a... Should I do a rap over that? I don't... You guys better know this fucking game. Is your mind chasing a dopamine? Is your mind chasing a dopamine hit? I binge on food sometimes as well and always make you feel worse. Yeah, well, I didn't even binge really. I mean, yeah, it was just the dopamine hit, but I'm literally ran out of food, and I haven't eaten any real substance food for like 5 fucking days. I've literally just been on fruit, and I've been hungry basically for like 5 days. More of an LSD tune. I'm gonna show you guys. I used to play this game non-stop, and I made loads of levels. I used to be called, same on YouTube. I used to be called How to Hack for Views, and I made bare levels on geometry. Do you guys know this game? Please let me know. You might recognize it when I play it. But I'm fucking levels at this game, or I definitely used to be a lot more than I am now. Wait to see if you can go direct to Abergav. Oh yeah, I remember, that's where you live, innit, Dylan? Or do you know Dylan Sam's arrival on train? Sam is coming to Abergavenny on the train. So go to Abergavenny or whatever if it's called. I want to listen to Geometry Dash theme tune on a heavy dose of shrooms. Dylan, a place called that got to go be full of grannies. What level am I the bollocks at anyway? I can't believe they like... Oh, this is the one. Alright, watch this, brother. I'm literally gonna blow your fucking mind. I'm still reading your comments, Huff, but yeah, ready, bro. Is this the right level? I don't remember. I haven't played it for years. I just downloaded it again the other day. Ah, fuck. I don't want to just play this forever, but... This game is so addicting, bro. I actually love it. I'd love to play this on fucking LSD. This is literally built for LSD. Bruh. It's not even the right level. They fucking blocked half the levels because I've lost my account. and I don't want to fucking waste time on it. Oh wait, there's this one. This one. I know this one by like the back of my hand, so I'm gonna blow your mind. This game gets your heart racing. Thing is, I'd love to play this fucking game, but it's obviously just gonna kill the live stream. But it's so addicting, I swear down. It's like you can't, because you die and you're like, I can do that, and then you just go back to it. But it's such a, I hate video games, yeah, because they're just such a waste of time. Like, I was playing it last night and I was getting so many flashbacks from my life. I've got, yeah, I don't know. I used to just play weird games like these. I like hacked my whole account, so it's like fucked. COD Modern Warfare, I was so sick but spent too much time on it, so I sold my PS5. I sold my PS5. I sold it because I was poor as fuck. That's the reason I sold it, but been playing FIFA way too much. See, I don't play normal games. I always play like autistic games. I bought it on a release of 550 off Sony website, resold on eBay for 600. Fuck me. Oh right, I haven't got internet. That's why that's fucking up. I also feel like I'm actually shitter at the game because of the brain fog that's induced by this fucking this food. Like, I was better at it last night, I swear, and I'm not just saying that. I can actually feel like I'm processing the game slower, I swear down. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry, I'll stop playing it. This is the last attempt, I swear. There's videos on my old channel, like I made literally hundreds of levels, and I was looking at them last night, and this was when I was a kid. I used to play this game, and I realized like how, and it's the same realm as Rubik's Cubes. I can do Rubik's Cubes in like 30 fucking seconds. I'm not even taking a piss, and I used to do it just to blow people's minds. Like I used to walk around school and go, want to see me do this? Oh. I literally don't want to stop playing, but it's just retarded. There's no point. As soon as Sony ran out and everyone wanted one, they were going for $1,000, but I liked mine. But when they released more, it was more I was wasting. Yeah. Yeah, I brought mine at about... Mine was about £400, I think, and I didn't sell. I sold it for about roughly the same, I think. Baron, what would a good day of eating? Baron, what would be a good day of eating for you? Like, what diet do you feel best in terms of mental clarity? Yeah, I prefer really a lot of fruit and a lot of veg. Clean, light food. You can tell when you're eating it. It's like a complex matrix of nutrients, and that's what I like. Because when I eat it, I know in my mind that this is very good for me. And then meat's a bit hard because I don't source the meat myself, and I can't I can't actually know what the meat has been grown off of myself. So and so says it back there, but I don't actually know. But the fruit you can kind of see, and then again, you don't know what water and soil the fruit's been fed off of. I guess it's the same thing. So I don't know why it would be any different. To be fair. Um, but mainly, yeah, I just like a lot. If I can get a fat fucking bowl of fruits and shit in the morning, and then like a salad at night, that makes me so happy. And I barely need much else. It makes me really happy. And when I reflect like on when I'm thinking about how my health is doing, I'm like, right, at least I've been eating bowls of blueberries for the past 2 years. At least I've been keeping that up. Baron is hardcore vegan. He'd love Sam. Yeah. See, I felt fantastic on vegan as well. Shut up, Dylan. You better beta and eat a steak. You getting paid soon as it's the end of the month? I'm getting paid, I believe, on the 18th. Um, yeah, blueberries are fire. They're so good for you, man. Same with kiwis. I've been missing out on kiwis. I actually ate two really hench kiwis when I was on a psychedelic trip, and I was inspecting them before I ate them. Like, wow, like really, like acknowledging I was about to eat a kiwi. It was weird. And then I ate two massive kiwis, and it made me. I swear down, these kiwis were responsible for some like Kundalini awakening. I took 3 grams of mushrooms. I ate two hench as fuck kiwis, and then I done breath work, and I literally healed in real time for hours. Kiwis are super fruit. Here's my Steam. Like, does anyone want to buy Steam off me? You do me a big favor. I don't know if these are any good. I won't even. I will literally sell it for fuck all money. I got Cuphead. I got really shit games. I don't know if this is free. I got all of the Five Nights at Freddy's because I used to fucking love this game. Um, Gary's Mod, Geometry Dash. If anyone wants this, just fucking let me know, because I don't fucking want it. Scribblenauts Unlimited. This is the jokes game. Super Hexagon. Yeah, I've always played very strange games. Five Nights at Freddy's is such a long game. But yeah, Kiwis are the bollocks. Fuck's sake. I don't know if I'm going to succeed at life. Because I just fucking... I will. I don't know. Doubting myself was like doubting God. See, I'm cut from a different cloth. Man, I feel like half my life's been lost. I had a lot of negativity around me, but I had to lock it all off. Like, but I ain't fall off. Something like that. Yeah, man. Oh, I'm gonna turn this fucking computer off. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This fucking job has just become a source of depression for me. Like these wage slave jobs. They literally like, even if you're doing your best to remain mentally on top, these wage slave jobs just like, it's hard to not fucking derive depression from these places. You're 19, you haven't even got started. Don't let the mind play tricks. You can do whatever you want as long as you work for it and become tunnel vision. Yeah. Just let myself off for too much. Like, I've been meaning to do this one yoga routine for like literally like 3 months. So with that sort of fucking mindset, how am I supposed to succeed? Alright, I'll be back in 1 second. I'm having a pee. Key, when are you gonna know when you are available potentially to meet? Do this donut November and you'll feel on top of the world, honestly. Energy levels are crazy. Yeah, everything's good ultimately. It's just time. Like I said, the money situation is fucking mad, really. But within a month or so, I'll be on top. I'll get my first pay, and then I'll get the ball rolling quite a bit. And yeah, the energy levels and the diet. I mean, I can't be hard on myself. Like I say, I literally did lose everything not long ago. Like, kind of. Not literally. Like, I have it back now. But I did lose my flat. I lost my health. I lost my relationships. I lost my mind. That's really, when I started my channel, I was pretty much okay. And then I just spiraled into some mad depression. And then that crashed. And now I'm like recovering from that, basically. By Wednesday evening. Okay, bro. Yeah, that would be good. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. This stuff causes brain fog. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm very like capable of even saying anything of value at the minute. So I don't know why I'm live. But I mean, it's really crazy how much suffering is created within the mind. And it's very weird because yesterday I done an Eckhart Tolle guided meditation and I was like, oh yeah, when you're caught up in the day-to-day tasks of just going about the day, you actually forget like the core of your being, and that's what psychedelics remind you of. But it's also like the idea that, right, all this actually really happened, right, is the sensations in the body and externally, correct? And then, right, this gets into some deeper enlightenment shit, right? So with that the case, if I focus on my body and my sensations right now, there's nothing wrong. But just a few seconds before, I was like not feeling so good. So it's like there's so much suffering created in the mind in terms of basically the story of where you think you are in your life and everything that's been going on for the past few days. And this is why enlightenment teachers don't tell you anything, because they're like, you already know. And eventually you'll realize, and that's when you'll go, oh my God, this was pure genius. Your teaching method of not actually teaching me, technically. But the story in your mind, you basically live in it. And when I had my first no self experience on psychedelics, I like stepped outside of the story and it changed everything. Key said, heard of Krishnamurti. I have not, unfortunately. What is it? Fill me in. But I feel like in a way I want to get more towards that sort of enlightenment thing of how the story is an illusion, because there's so much truth in it and it's very liberating. And like, so Leo Gura uploaded a video called Socialization Makes You Stupid. So I had once upon a time an awakening where I just became Buddha, kind of. I took many psychedelics very consistently. And I saw how something annoying in the external world is created first of all in the mind. So I was so conscious, and then I was going with my family to go around someone's house, right? And that morning I'd taken 9 grams of mushrooms, and I was so conscious. There was nothing that could penetrate my mind. I saw how like I was such in like a Zen Buddhist state where all problems ultimately are constructed by the mind, and I was so aware of my like matrix being, uh, that yeah, nothing could penetrate this deep knowing that I'd cultivated over these trips. But as I started to socialize, one of the first things that happened is my friend started complaining. My friend started complaining in the car about things in the external world, and he started to just be unconscious like most people. And I was saying how there's no external annoyances. It's only if you let the thing annoy you is that the case. So, and then basically what happened is I saw how over time, integrating with society, going to work loads at my wage slave job with all these NPCs and shit, over time, I lost my enlightened state because I was so caught up in the external world. And that's where I am now. And then for the past 3 days, I've been thinking so much. And this is what Eckhart Tolle says. It's like you like you don't want to be key. I swear you said to me at some point you had like an experience, like you basically lived in a state of no mind for almost a year. Not literally no mind, but you practiced and cultivated like that there was somewhat no mind for ages. And I lost that. And then when I get some super psychedelic state in the future, I'll be reminded of this and I'll become enlightened once again, and I'll be a pure presence. So it's like I can see basically when I'm enlightened, I slowly tend to fall back into this mind entanglement, weird delusion, and then suffering starts to arise, and I can still feel that granola. It literally fucked me up. My whole being is like running really slow. It was a lot better before I ate that shit. I promise. The way I was playing the game is shitter. My breathing is stuffy. I can't talk properly. It feels like it's blocked. What? Because I ate that? I swear down that's what that is. Anyway, let's read the comments. Check him out. Real as they come. Against these gurus and just says it as it is. Super old quality and requires attention to understand, but what he's saying is worth it. I'll send a good video to start over on Discord. Thank you, Key. Hang on, Key. Did you say Sam was taking a small dose of libs? He said he was taking 4 Gs. 4 Gs of libs. He's literally going to blast off. Oh my god. I got deep into Kirshinamati, whatever the fuck. So practice for about a year. Yeah, not complete, no mind, but I was really taking it serious and learnt a lot. Silence is loud. Yeah. It's really weird because what the illusion is, yeah, is when you step into the story in your mind so heavily that you're like completely in this false reality, and the mind has built a concept of where you are. And when you're in that so thoroughly, like just then, I just zoomed out and of what's really happening. And it's completely disconnected from all knowledge. It's just is. And then the story just stops. So, and like the story really is an absolute fabrication. It's not happening. And all that has happened is the consistent sensory. Life is so fucking weird, man. It's normal to go in and out of a no mind state. I woke up at 7. I get it as well, sorry. I woke up at 7 a.m. to go to a field and sit there in silence for hours, literally every single day. I feel I've kind of lost that lately. Dylan says, I gotta go for a bit, boys, as I'm meeting a friend. We'll join back in a bit if you're still on. Okay, I don't know how long I'll be on here for, to be honest. I also have visuals when I'm sober now, quite a bit, in a way. I feel like the sugar is partly responsible somehow. But everything becomes more of a field, and it does tend to have like a little bit of a wave sometimes. And I used to get these weird hallucinations on the bin man job. I used to get these like horizontal static lines, as if I could see some sort of magnet that was penetrating off of the lifters on the back that nobody else could see. You become so absorbed by the mind, it's hard to detach sometimes. I feel like maybe we should talk about this stuff more on the future, definitely, about the no mind sort of shit, because it's really the pinnacle of spirituality, supposedly. Obviously, it goes deeper than silence, somewhat, but because isn't it weird how it kind of universally unites everyone, and that's why everyone says it's all one? Like when you think people are crazy for going, it's all one, coming down, raving off psychedelics, it's because the mind stops and it does just become all one. And just the idea of like, why am I me? And why the fuck am I sat here? So the non-duality teachers speak about how you're not really the body, there just is the body. Like, I mean, and then it does turn into that. If you heavily observe, there's just the body, and you like happen. Like, are you even in the body, or do you just sense the body? Like, you just sense. But yeah, I had a few experiences, yeah, where it became very clear that there's just a body walking. And you're not really it. Like, you are it, obviously, and it helps to distinguish that in culture for practical uses. But, oh, it's so weird when I focus on this stuff. But it actually scares you, because when I was on psychedelics, the first time I done a guided no mind practice by Leo Gura, is I actually felt a lot of resistance to going into this place, and I feel like the mind and the ego felt its story getting eroded. It's like the mind builds its own identity and it wants to remain intact. And that's the thing, it gets stronger and stronger if you don't keep it in check. Because when I done a guided meditation last night, it was like, how did I forget? And I relaxed, and I fell asleep to the meditation. And I woke up like enlightened. It was so weird. I fell asleep for hours. I woke up, something happened, and then I immediately forgot. It was very weird last night. I just got out of that bed for a piss. The guided meditation was still playing. It'd been like 2 hours something on a new meditation. And something was clearly happening, some sort of like weird enlightenment psychedelic feeling. And then I got up and I went to the bathroom and then I was having a piss and I started thinking about it. And then before I know it, it was just like it just faded away. But I was looking at my room and it was not a normal room. And this induced falling asleep to a meditation. And as I woke up from this meditation to go have a piss, like when I was after I was sleeping, um, I was in a very strange state. So I feel like perhaps going to sleep while meditating done some weird shit this one time. And I woke up and I was in a radical state of consciousness. Like I could see everything didn't look quite the same. I didn't say bye to Dylan. I'm sorry, Dylan. I should have said bye. I had a non-dual state about a month ago, but it's gone away now. Complete detachment of body and mind. Right, and that's what I became like when I was in my Buddha mode on that psychedelic abuse sort of shit. Is like you there is body and there is the mind, but it's like rising and falling sensations, and then you become so conscious of the matrix that you are that it's much easier to navigate it because you can clearly see you're not your thoughts. The thoughts come, and that's why I say more psychedelics the better, almost, for me, kind of. I don't know. Sorry if I'm in like a shit state. I feel quite low vibration. Maybe it's that food I ate. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just. I mean, I feel like it is, bro. I ate a lot of that granola, and it's very sugary. I was literally like, I'm just eating spoons of sugar at this point. It felt like I was like, what the fuck? So I feel like that shit definitely affected my state, and you feel it a lot more if you haven't really eaten fuck all for a while. But the detachment of the mind and the body just unites like everybody in a way, because when like especially if you watch like a non-duality video and they start talking to you about the teaching, and you're both kind of in silence, and then the self just dissolves. And I guess that's how you meditate. You just do that more. If you just, a good way to meditate maybe is just to look at the body as if, just watch the body from like outside sort of stuff. Yeah, it probably is the food. I regret eating it, to be honest. We learn. I mean, my teeth feel fucking horrible as well. Yeah, it was literally just like pure sugar, this granola. I can't believe yeah, I did eat a load of it, so. And yeah, the woman, I was watching a TED talk about it as well, about refined sugars, and she was saying, yeah, you feel good immediately, but then there's a crash. I feel like that's where I'm at now. I'm gonna let it go to at least an hour, and then I might end it. We'll see. I might eat these chewy things. It's probably not the best. These aren't good for you really either, are they? See how it like kind of is, obviously it's retarded. Chewy bites. It's obviously not good for you. But you can fool yourself into the illusion that it somehow is. I miss being enlightened. The only reason I say more psychedelics the better is because I tend to just get awakenings on them. And then therefore I'm just enlightened. And I'm not like in some delusional enlightenment like back in the day. These days I cannot, like when people take psychedelics, don't send me any money. I do have food. Like somewhat, it's just boring. And people, I appreciate it if you meant it. But I would drink loads of water. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna have to go to the shop for as well. I think to get more of this fucking. There's a clip on one of my old live streams. I drink Buxton water, and I start speaking. It's while I'm on mushrooms, and I gag, because I believed the mushroom gave me some extra sensory perception that allowed me to tap in that the water was actually just a load of shit. And for example, in my shop we had to pull loads of the sparkling water off of the shelf because it was deemed like a faulty batch, even though they had already been being sold. Like the entity above us, like told us to withdraw them from the shelves, and I'm like, why? That's why I don't trust supermarkets and stuff, man. It's like it's dodgy. I feel like I'm getting, like, after I've done a few of them no mind practices, even just for a minute, like I'm definitely in an altered state a bit, and it's easier to get there. So I'm gonna cultivate that shit more. I feel like I shouldn't eat these trash gummies, but I'm gonna eat them because I ate trash earlier, and I want to capitalise on the nutrients of the bad. Because if I eat the bad food, I kind of want to eat it in one night, somewhat. Not literally, like I'm not making an excuse, but like if I eat cheese and milk, I'd rather like eat it in one day, somewhat, and then leave it out because. Or like eat it in like one dinner, if you get what I mean. So I'm not constantly dosing it over and over again. I'm sorry for being boring today, guys. My energy is dead. Have you noticed the previous live stream I done the other day, like the 4-hour one or whatever, 3-hour? My energy was so much higher. I was pacing around, and that's while I was on the fast. So yeah, I'm sorry for being boring. I'm not saying much. I'm just mumbling. I'll probably end it in a second, to be honest, if that's cool with you guys. I think it's only G-Block in here anyway. I will actually just want to know what you're buying. £5 Munch Oxen Edition. Bro, don't give me no peas. Don't give me any money. I've got my kidney beans here. I ate a can of kidney beans just literally cold the other day. Just a raw can of kidney beans. We love it. Why not? More people have joined. Everyone, leave the live stream. I'm being really boring today. I got no energy. But yeah, I mean, no mind pursuit into the future it is, I guess. But yeah, hopefully we can fucking meet. Hopefully Key doesn't fucking bail. Hopefully. Alright, I'll probably end it because I feel like I'm just being boring. Not much being said, and I don't know. I feel like shit, man. I'm sorry. I don't know why. It's been a hard day, I can't lie. It's been a hard 3 days for me. My energy's been all fucked. Yeah, but what the crack is, G-Block, is I do earn enough to get by, yeah. But I like, in the midst of my YouTube, during the psychedelic abuse and all sorts, I like just got mega depressed. And I spent loads of money on pleasures like weed every day as much as I could. I ended up leaving my job because it was just racked my fucking brain. As Terence McKenna says, he said, Terence McKenna there's a video of Terence McKenna about schizophrenia. It's a very good video. And he says, he pulled a book off the shelf about schizophrenia, and it said, the typical schizophrenia lives in a world of twilight imagining, marginal to his society, incapable of holding a regular job. These people live on the fringes, content to drift in their own self-created value system. And I said, that's it. Now I understand. So yeah, it's like I'm somewhat in any system, like a school or a job. Eventually I rack my brain and I just blow it up. Now I've learnt my lesson more. You got to do what you got to do. But especially these toxic work environments mixed in with the depression and the awakening sort of stuff, it was just way too much, and I just shut the fuck down. So what I'm saying is I basically lost everything, and I'm now in the process of getting it back, and I owe a lot of money now. So yeah, I'm not complaining, but that's my situation with money. Again, I don't want to keep apologizing for my low energy state and the way I'm being, but I don't want to put you off from being in any future live streams or nothing. But I kind of feel a bit dead right now. I can't lie. But it's just because, like I said, this job's just killing me, or the mind and the story's just killing me. At the minute. And when you're in the midst, yeah, I often get demotivated when there's a lot on my plate. But when things work out good for me, I'm like, and then I get more motivation. Like, if I have no money for the foreseeable future for ages, I get demotivated because it's too much, kind of. It's weird. But then if, like, I suddenly get money somehow, I'm all of a sudden motivated, which is kind of backwards. It's like I kind of run and hide from life. I don't know. It's pretty backwards to operate that way, I guess. You handle it well, boss. I struggle loads. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? Like the whole shebang. I mean, I feel like it'd get easier for me overall with time, but this past year has been literally non-stop for me. And it's many things. It's just like you get home from your wage slave job, you make dinner, and then your kitchen just looks fucked, and then you have to clean it up, which is obviously just a discipline and laziness sort of thing. But then it happens again, and then like you seem to make a mess without you even like realizing it, and then I don't know. I'm not complaining, but it's just like just the monotonous routine that the Western world kind of puts you in unless you escape. It's difficult. Like I don't know what your situation is, G Block. But unless you're like financially free and you don't have to go to a wage slave job like full time every day, it's difficult keeping up to that with that routine, man. Getting home, doing it again, because it lacks meaning. I don't know, but you gotta look at the bigger picture, I guess, ultimately. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go, I guess, because I don't feel like there's any value in this stream. I feel like I'm just fucking moaning. Like I say, I don't want to apologize anymore for just being mopey. God, I don't know what's wrong with me. It's just the story in the mind. It's the fucking food I ate, probably. I don't know. That's what I mean. I'll just go around in circles, so. But I definitely feel like that is what it is, because I just don't feel good in my body, I guess. I think it has been for a lot of people. But yeah, very true. Society is starting to wake up to this scam. Yeah, it's like I'm not even willing to engage with society's vision of my life. Like I'm not. This is why I'm just not for like engaging with the system barely. Because anything they propose, even if I move up the corporate ladder in my particular job or whatever, I'm not for it, because I'm still having to drive around like a dickhead in this matrix that makes man suffer. That's how I feel. Alright, I think I'm gonna end it now anyway, because I could probably use my energy on better things. Granola messed me as well, to be honest. It's a dessert. Yeah, I definitely do regret eating that. I mean, I'm often very hard on myself, I find. Like, if you zoom out at the progress you make in your life, you often make quite exponential progress somewhat, like every year, maybe, hopefully. The reason I say that is because I've only just decided to cut out these sugars and stuff that I've been eating every day, like absolutely, and I'm really on it this time. So I relapsed like once because there was not really anything to eat, somewhat, and I get so hard on myself about it. But the amount of progress, like, if I reflect a month ago, I'm a different person, and this has been a phenomenon throughout my whole life. I'm literally a new person every month. It's really weird.
ever since I was like 15, or maybe it hasn't ever stopped for me. Maybe it's just me growing up and I'm just aware of it, of just the natural process of growth through youth. Don't send me a fiver. I do not want a fiver. I will not send you a fiver. I'm sorry. I mean, don't send me a fiver. I I appreciate it. I can get money. It's just at the minute it's a bit difficult. But I appreciate it super much. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go anyway. Thank you for sticking around. I'm sorry I've been dead this live stream. Um, I did not mean for that to happen. Alright, well, I'm going anyway. Alright, thank you. I'm never eating that shit again. That must be solely responsible. I mean, maybe this is just evidence. Maybe I've just documented evidence for this shit fucking me up, because that does not happen to me normally. I don't normally feel like this ever. And this kind of feels like how I used to feel, because when I got super depressed, I literally felt it in my body, and it kind of feels like how it does now. Makes you like demobilized, and that's how I feel now. So I guess I'm never gonna eat that shit again. That was a mistake. Alright, have a good one. Thank you for tuning in. I shall see you next time. Peace out. Love to all. Oh no, I'm drowning. No.